Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So today we'll do a quick reading on what can you expect in the next 7 days from the time you're watching this reading. So we are going to take a look at your current energies, then what is coming towards you or what can you expect in the next 7 days along with some guidance and blessings. And for that, I have divided this reading into two piles. So we have pile number 1 and pile number 2. So whichever pile you're drawn towards the most, you can select that pile and you can quickly go on to your reading based on the timestamps given in the description box below. But in case if you are unable to choose your pile based on your intuition, then you can just directly go to the description box under the timestamps and select the birth month, basically the month in which you were born against the pile, and you can accordingly select your pile based on your month of birth. So without any further ado, let's just dive into your reading. Hello, pile number 1. So the card that first came out for you was the Fool card. So I'm guessing that would be the theme of your reading for the week that you're watching this reading in. Basically, you will consider this as the theme for your reading for the next 7 days from the time you're watching this reading. Now, please remember, this is a collective reading, so all the messages may not resonate with you. So just take what resonates and leave out the rest. Plus, since this is a timeless reading, whenever this message or this reading appears on your feeds, that would be the relevant time for you to listen to this reading. So let's start. I'll just pull out a few cards to understand what are the energies that you're currently in, and maybe you will also understand then whether this reading is specifically for you. In case most of it does not resonate with you in terms of your current energies, then maybe you can take a look at pile number 2. So we'll take a look at your current energies. We have the 5 of Cups, 3 of Wands, the Devil, the Justice card, and the 7 of Wands. So pile number 1, what are you up to? I'm getting this feeling that there is some sense of a loss or some kind of disappointment that you've been through or you're going through currently. Those are your energies, and there is some sort of maybe some kind of a toxic situation also that you're in currently, and you want to get out of this situation, as in you feel that there's some sort of there's kind of an imbalance in your life at the moment, or you've just kind of come out of these energies because you have the Fool card, which is clearly showing that there's a new beginning, there's a fresh beginning, or your soul is yearning for that fresh beginning. You want to move away from these kind of energies because you've been really struggling and standing up for yourself, like you've been trying to fight this situation wherein you are trying to stand up for yourself. You are doing your best to fight against this kind of a challenge. Whatever this situation may be, it could be a person or a situation, whatever you're in, and you are looking out for something new. You want to go on this kind of an adventure wherein you want to seek something new now in your life, because whatever this is has not been really fruitful for you, and you have been disappointed for whatever reasons. Maybe you feel things have not been fair with you, or you feel that people have either been kind of unfair towards you, or maybe the universe itself has been unfair towards you, is what those are your energies that I'm getting. So if this is resonating with you, then I feel you should go ahead with the reading. And with the Fool card, I'm clearly getting this feeling that you want to move on to a new beginning. You want to just leave everything behind and kind of start afresh. So let's see what are the fresh energies that are coming in the coming 7 days from the time you're watching this reading. This card wanted to come out. We have the Tower. Okay. Two of Swords. We have the Hermit. Eight of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. So if you take a look at your cards, the kind of energies that are coming towards you in the coming 7 days from the time you're watching this reading, it's clearly showing that because the theme of the reading itself is saying that you are yearning to go out, set out on a new beginning and start something new. So you want to move away from this kind of a toxic situation and something wherein this situation where you feel that, you are being overlooked, you're not getting the fair share of the deal. And for that, there's definitely going to be this kind of an event wherein whatever was causing this kind of disappointment in your life is going to be taken away from your life. Excuse me. So this particular situation or person, whatever it may be, which is causing you this kind of disappointment or misery, is going to either go away from your life or the situation will be taken away from your life, but it is going to be sudden. Now, it can be a bit uncomfortable for you because it is sudden, it is chaotic, but it is going to be for your good and it is going to be for your highest good. That is what is definitely coming out. And because of that, post this sudden, change in your situation, there's going to be this moment of enlightenment wherein you will be given. So, there's going to be this kind of a situation wherein you'll be given choices, whether you want to stay or you want to move. So you'll have to decide whether you want to stay in the situation or you move. And because, somewhere I'm getting this feeling that you, pile number one, you all are highly intuitive people because you all have spent a lot of time in self-introspection and inner work. And because of that, you are going to be able to use that intuition within you to decide what option you want to choose. And clearly this is showing, with the Hermit card, and you can see the lantern is shining over this, basically towards this card. So you are going to choose the right option to move ahead because you will be given this choice, whether you want to stay in this kind of a situation or you want to move ahead with something new from the Fool card. So clearly you will be in a position to choose the right option and move ahead. So as you move ahead, what are you getting into is something wherein you want to learn something new. You want to apply your skills and your talent. So you've probably been working on something, over a period of time, and something which you really love and you're very talented at. So you're going to utilize those talents and that skill. And at the same time, you're also going to be approaching this particular situation with, the eyes of a newcomer. So it's not like, there's no ego over here from what I can see. So it's not like, there's this pride wherein, I'm starting something new and I need to be the boss. That is not the kind of energy I'm getting. What I'm getting is that you are approaching this situation like a newcomer, like a fresher, and you're going to be approaching it in a very, in a very egoless way. And that will definitely is going to work in your favor because it's a new beginning, it's a fresh beginning, and it is something which is going to also bring about some kind of, gaining some kind of finances, some kind of material wealth also from this situation because you're moving away from something which kind of gave you that grief or loss. So we'll take a look at, some tea leaves. What can you expect? Let me just check. What can you expect in the coming 7 days from the time you're watching this reading? I'll just pull out a couple of tea leaves, if too many. So we have eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. So which is clearly, telling us that you will move out of this troublesome situation, whatever you are in, and which is not really, serving your highest good. Chair empty. Someone is leaving your life. Now, what more do you need? This is a confirmation that someone or something, so it doesn't have to be a person. It can also be a situation, anything which is giving this grief to you is definitely leaving your life from the time, within 7 days from the time you're watching this reading. I would also appreciate if, if you've chosen pile number 1, and if this is what really happens in your life, if it is resonating with you, please do mention in the comment section that this is, and claim the blessings if you really feel this is going to be like a blessing to you. So I'll pull out a few cards from the other decks for your blessings. And also, there may be guidance also. We'll just ask them for pile number 1. We'll ask your angels and your spirit guides to either give us guidance or blessings, whatever they feel is relevant to you. So, okay. So the answer is yes. If you have any kind of a, if you've been asking for something, or, you've been really wanting to know what is the answer is a yes. So if there was something you were asking for, the answer is yes. And if your question was whether to move away from the situation, just face the situation, be there and try to resolve it, or then move on and move to something new, then the answer is yes, you should move to something new. Abundance. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have in fairyland and human land. There's enough abundance for everyone. So be rest assured, there is abundance coming in your life in the next 7 days from the time you're watching this reading. Balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon and Pisces. So this is clearly trying to tell you that if we have the Justice card where you felt there was some kind of an imbalance, maybe there could be some imbalance in your energies wherein you need to balance them out, and that could be the tool for you to move to a fresh new beginning. So we need to understand and we need to resolve the issues within our energy field to be able to find that kind of a difference in our environment, outside environment. So yes, balance your energies, balance your spirituality and practicality. Archangel Zadkiel, purple, destiny, pride, conscious, and forgiveness. So from the word pride, like I said, I see you going to, that kind of a phase wherein you will, be in a very egoless state, which is really good at times. Sometimes you need to leave your ego behind. Service. So I feel good when I can help others. This is another way. This is kind of a guidance given to you, so that if you really want that kind of abundance in your life, you need to also do service. You need to help others, because when you give is what you get in multiples. So that's your reading, pile number 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading. And if you did, please do press that like button and do subscribe to this channel if you've already not subscribed, to get many more such readings. And yes, please do mention in the comment section if this reading resonated with you. So with that, I'll close my reading here. Lots of love, light, power, and magic to you all. Peace out, my lovelies. Hello, pile number 2. So let's get on with your reading. So the card that came out for you specifically is the Temperance card, which is clearly trying to tell us that this would be the theme of your reading for the 7 days from the time you are watching this reading. So you can consider this as the theme for the next 7 days. So what does temperance actually tell us? Temperance is trying to tell us that you are in that phase wherein you are trying to alchemize the situation, wherein there is this balance between fire and water. If you can see, there are two cups on both the sides, and temperance is trying to balance it out. And you are aware that whatever resources or situations, even if resources that are at your disposal or whatever situation you are in, you know you can make the most out of it because you have the ability to alchemize any situation. So that's basically the theme of your reading for the 7 days from the time you're watching this reading. So I'll keep it here. We'll take a look at the other cards. Let's first take a look at what are the energies that you're in, your current energies. And before I pull out the cards, let me remind you that you are watching this reading. This is basically a collective reading. It's a general reading. So just take what resonates and leave out the rest. In case this particular pile does not resonate with you, then maybe just take a look at pile number 1, and maybe that would be the one that could resonate with you. Also, it's a timeless reading. So whenever you're watching this reading, whenever this reading, pops up on your feeds, that would be the relevant time for you to listen to it. So let's quickly pull out some cards for your current energy. Pile number 2. We have the 3 of Pentacles. We have the 4 of Swords. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Swords. So pile number 2. So if you look at your current energies, you seem to be in a state wherein you feel like you need some kind of rest. You want to take a break from all the activities around you. There's too much of energy and passion around you, and there are too many things that you're doing. You seem to be quite, busy with a lot of work, and that sort of, this sort of being busy is also taking a toll on you. And somewhere, at the moment you've already ended some kind of a painful cycle. That is quite clear from the 10 of Swords. There has been this, difficult cycle that has just ended for you based on your current energies. And you are in that mode wherein you just want to take rest. You want to kind of relax, and you don't want to do anything at the moment because you've just done enough. Also with the 6 of Pentacles, again, it's kind of correlating with temperance as well to some extent, because 6 of Pentacles is also trying to tell us that you need to balance your give and take. So somewhere there could be some kind of an imbalance. Maybe you're doing too much action and taking to, the level of rest that you're taking is, less based on how much your body requires. So maybe you're just too passionate, running around doing too many things at a time. You are also at the moment in this, in this energy wherein you are working, collaborating with others as well. It's not like you're working alone. You do have people helping you out, but at the same time, it is taking a toll on your health. And somewhere you've kind of completed some kind of a cycle which has been painful for you. Also, like I said, there is an imbalance in your give and take of energies. There seems to be an imbalance. We'll now take a look at, we'll take a look at what is coming your way in the coming 7 days. Pile number 2. This card wanted to come out. Okay, 8 of Swords. Ace of Wands. The cards are actually falling out. So let me just first take a look at these cards. We have the Moon. We have the 8 of Pentacles, which even the and the 2 of Pentacles. So clearly it's like I said, you've been really working hard. So even the coming 7 days from the time you're watching this reading, it's clearly showing that you're still going to be working a lot. You will be, I'll pick out just one more card for pile number 2. What are the energies that are coming? 5 of Cups. I'll just take a clarification for the 5 of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups. So pile number 2, if you can actually take a look at your cards, it's clearly showing that in the coming 7 days from the time you're watching this reading, you will be balancing a lot of activities around you. You are going to be busy, that is clearly showing that. But at the same time, with this quality of temperance, you are also alchemizing the situation in terms of, like, you look at the 10 of Swords, which is a painful situation, or the 8 of Swords, which is, basically shows that you have some kind of limiting belief systems where you are holding yourself back. So in that case, with that temperance kind of energy, you are clearly alchemizing this 8 of Swords situation with the 5 of Cups situation, because as clarification I got the Ace of Cups, which is also trying to tell us that you are healing your heart somewhere you are healing. So if there was this situation wherein you had some kind of limiting belief systems within you, which was holding you back from achieving what you wanted, you are letting go of those. You are healing any kind of disappointments or any kind of grief within you. You are healing all of that. You're releasing all of that through this, you're releasing all that grief from your, heart space via the temperance, energy. And in the process, what you're doing is that you are filling your own cup. So you are taking care of yourself, because see, your current energies also show that you have that, that you want to take rest, you want to relax, you want to give some kind of time to yourself somewhere. So you are prioritizing in the coming 7 days from the time you're watching this reading. You know what is important and needs to be prioritized, but at the same time, things which are not required, which are not important, you are letting them go. And all of this, what you're doing is you're doing through your you've already worked on your, basically because of this, the way you are, your subconscious mind is also aware what needs to be done. So it's happening automatically for you. It's clearly happening automatically, with the Moon card, which kind of shows it's the subconscious as well, though it also means that something is hidden from you. But in this case, what I intuitively get the feeling is that subconsciously also, you know how to prioritize your activities, and whatever you're doing in life, you know how to prioritize that. And because you've also been very good at what you're doing, whatever task you're given, you're quite skilled and talented at that. So that, like, basically has become a part of your subconscious. So you know it, without even trying to put in too much effort. So you're doing that, you are prioritizing, you're balancing your priorities, and at the same time you're also releasing all the hurt and disappointment or any kind of anxiety or such kind of issues or fears. You are releasing them as well in the process, because you're using your temperance abilities. So because of this, what I see is some kind of something which is really good happening, either in your career, career wise, or somewhere you're using your talents which are really good, and you're going to be appreciated for that. And there is this sense of a new inspiration which you're very passionate about, or that comes out of this whole situation, because you've finished that whole cycle of which was causing you a lot of pain or distress, and now you're coming into this new beginning wherein there's this new passionate beginning that you're coming across, which is going to give you that sense of fulfillment. because you already are very talented and you're very good at what you do. So in terms of balancing out, you are getting there. You are 100% getting, you are able to balance everything in your life now. And at the same time, you are also gaining something in terms of recognition and because of your talents and your skills, and there seems to be also good monetary gains coming your way. So look at that, look out for that opportunity which you're very passionate about and which also is very dear to your heart, because that is going to be the opportunity which is also going to give you a lot of material gains in the next 7 days. So we'll take a look at a couple of tea leaves, and we'll take a look at some kind of, whatever blessings or guidance that is coming. This should probably be the guidance card from your angels and spirit guides. And this, we'll just take a look at what can you expect. So let's take a look at your tea leaves. We have boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So maybe that now that you have rested it out and you are kind of now back on your toes, you need to increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So from the energies that I get, you will be aware where you need to put your efforts, because with the Eight of Pentacles, you are well aware where you need to put your efforts the most. So you will do it successfully. Claw, be careful, do not take risks. So if at all this is a guidance which is coming across, that you need to be careful before you take any risks. So just be very clear what you're looking at before you probably you need to sign some documents, or you need to come across or take any kind of a decision. Just be aware of that. This is guidance, patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. So if you are waiting for something to happen since quite some time, just be patient. It will happen in divine timing, and I'm pretty sure that you will see the glimpse of that happening in the coming 7 days, because clearly there's a new beginning in terms of inspiration and passion, and also in terms of what you really love. So there is a new beginning in that aspect. So we have prosperity lies ahead. So of course this correlates with the Eight of Pentacles. You have prosperity coming ahead for you, and it will come in divine timing for you, but it will definitely come. Opportunity. So you are being given an opportunity. Don't let go of this opportunity. If there is something that is coming in the next 7 days, just keep your eyes open and your ears open for whatever opportunity that is coming across for you, and you should grab it. Music. So listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. So you need to also, keep track of, say, your intuition. You need to also take a look at your intuition. There may be certain lyrics in some, songs or something that you may just come across, and just pay attention. There may be words of wisdom, guidance, or something that is, trying to tell you something, and your desires are within reach. So this is the final card. Your desires are within reach. You are almost there, and that is definitely happening in the coming 7 days from the time you're watching this reading. So with that, I'll close my reading here. If you liked this reading, pile number 2, then please do press that like button. And if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, then please do subscribe. And yes, so with that, I'll close my reading here. Lots of love, light, power, and magic to you all. Peace out, my lovelies.